again. You're a part of it. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. So for today, I wanted to talk to you guys about my fall bucket list. I was literally just writing it out. So I use a bullet journal, and I have been for fall. So if you guys want me to do a planning video, like a plan with me video with my journal and kind of sharing what's in it and how I do it, I am happy to do so. Let me know in the comments down below if that's something you guys want to see. Today, we're gonna go over my list. I had like a must-dos for fall/Halloween, and I just thought maybe this is something I should share with you guys because it's pretty freaking epic. So there's 8 things on it. I want to conquer them all. They're pretty unique. I really want to do them, and that almost rhymed. I was gonna say I almost wanted to do them this fall and conquer them all and do them this fall. And I'm gonna go through everything with you guys, including like a full movie list and just to get all of the vibes. So if you guys want to conquer my fall bucket list with me, then just keep watching. All right, so like I said, I've got 8 things on this list, and I'm gonna go through them one by one with you and just share my take on it, how I plan to conquer it, if I've already conquered it, how we did it, and my best tips. So number 1 on my fall bucket list had to be to go to a pumpkin patch. I hadn't been to a pumpkin patch since I was a little kid, and I just thought, I really wanna go. So what we did is we went to one earlier in the season, so if you can, go now. The other thing is we went out into the country. So check online for a local farm near you. Usually they convert them into a pumpkin patch. What we did is we drove out into the country. We drove quite a while, and we went earlier in the season. Like, it was still hot out. I had shorts on when we went, and they had beautiful fall flowers, a ton of different pumpkins. I got a ton of white pumpkins and black pumpkins. Apparently they're not called black. I was calling, if you guys follow me on Instagram stories, I was calling them matte black pumpkins. I know that they're acorn squash. They just sound cuter as matte black pumpkins. So we brought all of our goodies home. We'd gotten some apples as well. So that kind of sent me on another trail. It's going to be a part of my other part of my list. And we decorated the porch and we decorated the house with all the stuff that we got. And it was really fun. Like, I had my little wagon and I had a really epic time. Now, if you don't have a pumpkin patch near where you are, someone had commented, or I think a couple people had commented on my pumpkin patch video, which, by the way, I had filmed that at the beginning of fall. It was before this series even started. So if you haven't seen that yet, there's a bunch of footage from us going to the pumpkin patch. But someone had commented like, you know, enjoy that before you get to Florida. Well, listen, in Florida, at the house, they apparently have a pumpkin patch. So I was pretty excited. I was like, Disney, you've got it figured out. So I talked about our Disney house in last week's video. If you haven't seen that either, I answered all the questions, but I had to share that. I thought that was really cool. We're on the newsletter already for the neighborhood, and they were saying there's gonna be a pumpkin patch. I was like, they're so good at what they do. They're so good, they warm my heart. So neither here nor there. I wanted to give a tip. If you guys don't have a pumpkin patch where you are, though, just go to a local grocery store. A lot of them set up this cute little area. I know they do around here, and you can take your pictures, you can get your pumpkins, you can have a good time. There's often a lot of areas that do this, so look around, get your pumpkin patching on, and let's move on to the next tip. So tip number 2 is to get into the fall vibes with all of the movies. Now, last year I had shared, I think I had like this list off of Pinterest with 50 Halloween movies. The first 25 were like kid-friendly, happy, classic movies. The second 25 were like horror central and Nightmares Are Us. Like, it was terrible. There's no way. Like, Chainsaw Massacre, like, for what? If you ever want a good laugh, go check out that video, because my reaction to those movies was like, no. Listen, I tried to watch It the Clown this season already. It was terrible in so many ways. It was a terrible movie, and if I'm offending you, I'm really sorry, but it was terrible. But then, terrible because the aftermath, I was still shooken up about it, but it wasn't even that scary. It was just messed up. Not my jam. I like the happy Halloween movies. So I have a list for you guys that I actually made, and I don't know how many are on here, but it's all not so scary Halloween movies. See what I did there? So top of the list, this is to Halloween what Miracle on 34th Street, the new one, is to Christmas. Like, Hocus freaking Pocus, yes. So much yes. And then I have Nightmare Before Christmas, Casper, Practical Magic. I feel like Addams Family should be at the top of that list. Addams Family 1 and 2. Drop down below. What do you guys think? Is Addams Family 1 or Addams Family Values better? Which one's better? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, educate yourself and watch these movies because they're amazing. I personally think that the second one is better, but I want to know, drop a comment down below, let me know which one you guys like better. Beetlejuice, dare I say Practical Magic, I've watched that already, so good. Beetlejuice, Hotel Transylvania, I think there's a Hotel Transylvania 2 on Netflix, and a couple of these are on Netflix. Harry Potter, they just loaded all the Harry Potters to Netflix. I'm from Canada, so I'm talking Canadian Netflix, so no one get mad. Halloween Town, which I watched this weekend. Listen, it's on the list because it's a classic. It's really dated, so don't hate me if you don't like it. Ghostbusters, Gremlins, Goosebumps, Edward Scissorhands, The Craft. I wouldn't say that that's kid-friendly. I think it might scare the cannolis out of them. But I like it. Scooby-Doo. I think there's a Scooby-Doo 2 as well. Goonies. Listen, these two, Goonies and Matilda, last year I think I made fun of it on my movie list. I feel like they go. It's like the magic vibes and the, yes. Monster House, Monsters Inc., Double Double, Toil and Trouble, which is the Olsen twins, which, yes. Toy Story, I think it's Toy Story or Terror, or Toy Story of Terror, which is on Netflix, that's why I'm sharing it, and it's Disney. Dark Shadows, that's the one with Johnny Depp, and they're like a really weird family. I want to watch that. I've never seen it. And Sleepy Hollow, which I can't guarantee that that's not scary, but I heard that it wasn't that scary. Moving on, that was the second on the list. Now moving on to number 3 was to go apple picking. So I kind of came up with this when we were at the pumpkin patch. I wanted to go apple picking because I remembered as a little kid, we had actually done a field trip to this apple orchard and you can just pick your own apples. And I was telling Angie, they give you like this big stick and there's like a claw at the top of it and you have a little basket. It's adorable. Everything's more magical when you're younger. That's all I'm gonna say. Whenever we got there, all the apples were gone except for at the front of the orchard because everyone beelined through the orchard. So I was like, maybe if we do the front, and there was. So we ended up picking some apples. It was fun. There was a ton of bees. It was really hot. I would just say the same tip of what I said about the pumpkins, go early in the season whenever it's quiet because it was chaotic and they're only open on weekends. So it was just a lot, but we still had a good time. We still got some apples. It was fun. It was worth it, but just go earlier in the season or just go to your local supermarket, get yourself some apple cider. It's usually in season. Most grocery stores have it, and get yourself some fresh apples and call it a day and, you know, make yourself some apple pie. Now, 4th on my list is to build a fort. So I had done this last year. It was epic. It was one of my favorite evenings of that entire series of videos because I had filmed that night and I just thought, I just want to build a fort and like hang out with my people in my fort. And so I did it. I didn't know how it was going to turn out. It worked out really well. I just used blankets around the house. I grabbed all my fuzzy pillows. I grabbed some fairy lights and some flameless candles and I just zhuzhed up the whole area that I had created. I moved the furniture all around. I used some weights to weigh down the blankets and I put on some scary movies or some not so scary movies. I think I watched Addams Family that night. I put on Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Listen, I don't know if I'm gonna go back into Sabrina this season. I know that there was another one. What do you guys think? Did you guys like it? Listen, I am like diehard Riverdale and Riverdale is starting this week and I am living for it. I just restarted season 3 just to get back into it, but Sabrina, Riverdale, there's a big difference. I'm just gonna say, like, I know it's the same creators, but there's a huge difference. It's just, anyways, I might watch it. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. So I'm gonna build a fort. I'm gonna do it all over again. It was so fun. We made some awesome treats and I just thought it was so cool. Now that brings me into my 5th tip. I wanna bake some treats. I wanna not only bake, but make some little, I don't know, like little snacks, little Disney Halloween inspired snacks. And one year I had done this. It wasn't last year, it was the year before. And I remember I was watching Hocus Pocus and I did like donuts and a couple of other snacks and it was so fun and I loved it. So I want to do that again for you guys and share the recipes, but I have Disney cookbooks back here. So I want to grab the Disney cookbooks, use the Disney recipes from the parks and translate them into cool snacks for you guys that are Halloween themed. That's my concept. If that's something you guys want to see, please let me know because I always gauge what you guys want to see and that's what I usually create. Now, where were we at? 6th. Yes, 6th tip. This is like right down my alley. Spooky cocktails. Last year, Andre and I did a drinking game. I coerced him into playing a drinking game with me. We watched Hocus Pocus and I remember he was like, what are yabos? Because every time that they said yabos, you had to take a shot. It was hilarious. It was honestly hilarious. So if you know what yabos are, you're my peoples. So we're gonna do that again, but I wanna do new cocktail recipes. So every video that I'm talking about, by the way, I will link down below because that video has all of last year's spooky cocktails that I made with all the recipes and they're all like Halloween themed. So if you're hosting a party, it might be a cool idea if you just wanna make one for yourself, no judgment. But I'm gonna make a margarita this year, like a smoky margarita, but I think I wanna do like a black rimmer around, like the salt needs to be black, which I think I can do. I'm excited about this. Last year I had done like, I filled a syringe with grenadine, made like little Shirley Temples. It was awesome. So I want to do that again. Now, I just talked about a Halloween party. I had it on my bucket list to either host or attend a Halloween party. And I was like, that's the one thing that is probably not gonna happen because I am introverted and I don't really wanna go to a Halloween party, nor do I wanna host one. So I thought, how am I gonna do this? Well, the Mickey's Not So Scary one, and you could just kind of recreate one with the cocktails and the treats for yourself. So if you're introverted like I am, and you're like, I don't really wanna go, or if you do wanna host one, I will give you all of the best tips. Or if you just wanna go to Disney World because you're feeling like it, as we do. But if you're already headed there, or you have a trip planned, or maybe you wanna plan one for next year, I did a Not So Scary Halloween party, Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party top 10 tips. And it was how we conquered it, how we did it. We had the best time. If you guys haven't seen that video yet, it was the first video of this series. So if you're new here, there is a video every single day for 31 days. And that was the first video that kicked it off because it's how we decided to theme this series was Angie's Not So Scary YouTube party, Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. Sorry, Disney. You guys are awesome. So attend a Halloween party or host your own, or go to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party, or just live vicariously through Andre and I and watch the video and enjoy it. Now, my last and final thing that was on my bucket list that I wanted to conquer was to slay decorations this year. I can excel at Christmasing. I never really excel at Halloweening because I didn't know what angle I want to take. Like, I really don't love like the blood and the gore and the goblins and the zombies and the stuff of Halloween, but I do love, or the chainsaws, I do love the chic side of it and like the cool, like the cutesy Disney kind of whimsical side of it. So I thought, I can do this. Okay, we're gonna do this a different way. Right now, you guys haven't seen it yet. Our house is decorated like next level. It's sick. It's so sick. I feel like we need children like to at least appreciate it, but whatever. So our bar card is done. The mantle is done. I did that this weekend. And what I want to do is film a full decorate with me video where I do like a time lapse and show you guys how I decorated, as well as a full home tour where I can show you the whole house, share with you where I got stuff. Cause I know that's what you guys want, is you want to see how I did it, where I got it from, how you can do it too. I totally get that. So I'm going to share all of the things, where we got everything and all of the goodies. And it's so sick. So we decorated the outside of the house first. And that was with what we got at the pumpkin patch. I got some hay bales. I got a sick front entrance mat for outside that matches the outside pillows. Like, I love it. So I'm gonna share all of that with you guys. But if ever you wanna see anything that I'm either wearing, loving, or obsessed with, I always leave the links to my blog and to my Like to Know It, as well as my Amazon page, which is just like my favorites page. So it's anything that I have ordered and that I'm loving, I always put as my favorites, and anything that I'm wearing or that I've purchased, like stuff at Sephora, makeup, decor, it's all linked. Like everything that I got at Michael's is all linked on that Like to Know It page. So I'll drop that down below. Just that way it's easy. You can literally shop my screenshots. So I screenshot my outfit and you can shop the whole thing. And usually it's stuff that's around the house or stuff that I'm wearing. So I hope you guys enjoyed my little bucket list. I went through the whole thing with you guys. I will share the list of movies down below. I'll Pinterest it for you guys and make a little list. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for being a part of this. We're doing more giveaways. If you guys want to be entered to win the giveaway, all you have to do is make sure that you're subscribed and just be the most engaged person on here, on YouTube, as well as on Instagram. Comment, like, DMs, whatever floats your boat. Just whoever is the most engaged and positive and, you know, makes an impact in a great way, then you win the giveaway. So the first winner, their stuff is going out today. We're just waiting on one parcel. The next winner, we got an insane amount of messages from you guys that you were so excited about the Disney and Aldo collaboration that I actually went to the mall and grabbed a bunch of goodies. So I'm gonna pack that up into a little bundle and ship that to the next winner. So all that you have to do to be entered to that, like I said, is make sure that you're subscribed on here, following on Instagram, and be the most engaged. And we will pick a winner very soon, probably throughout this week, because we're gonna keep doing them every single week. So with that said, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, comment down below with something that's on your bucket list. Make sure that you're subscribed, hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss any of the upcoming videos. And we will see you tomorrow. Bye, you guys.